What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. And we've been hearing a lot from Microsoft about Xbox and all of the plans they've got. And they've had some really good plans with the Xbox. The backwards compatibility is a great thing. While I'm not a huge fan of the way they're not rolling it out all at once, they're doing a few games here and a few games there. I can't criticize them too much because, hell, it's better than PlayStation is doing. We've actually heard a new rumor recently that Xbox, very similar to PlayStation, is thinking about a hardware upgrade, where they're thinking about putting out an incremental upgrade as far as hardware, given the better processor, better RAM, bigger hard drive, better output. And while this is all great on the surface, it does potentially pose a bit of a problem to the people who've already had one. People who've already bought an Xbox One, or people who've already bought a PlayStation 4. If this new version is what the developers are going to use as a default baseline for the new games they're coming out with, there is a chance that the people who've already bought a console now could be left out in the cold when their console becomes obsolete in the middle of the generation, and that's a problem. And it's something that can blow up in both of their faces. So hopefully, if they do decide to do it, they'll proceed with caution. Now, another really interesting idea that Xbox came out with, and the real purpose of the video, is the unified Windows platform. And what that is that's what allows you to stream your games from your Xbox One over to your Windows 10 PC, and eventually from your Windows 10 PC back to your Xbox One. Now, I think there is going to be a limitation to which games can be streamed back to the Xbox One, probably less if they come out with a beefier hardware. But the interesting thing is that it does allow you to stream all of your games from your Xbox One over to your Windows 10 PC. Now, that's a good thing, but there is a negative to it. Recently, we heard about Quantum Break. Quantum Break was intended to be an Xbox One exclusive, or so we thought. Microsoft didn't really mislead us, but they did say it was going to be a Microsoft exclusive, which when we saw packages of the Xbox One version of the game, and no package of the PC version, a lot of Xbox One gamers did assume that meant Xbox exclusive, which Microsoft said, no, we never said Xbox exclusive, which is very true. And when this first broke, I did make another video, and in that video I said, I'm not really surprised that it became, that it wasn't only on Xbox, that it stayed within Microsoft, but it wasn't only Xbox because of this unified Windows platform, where all Xbox games are going to be available for the Windows 10 platform as well, because they are, in a way, they are two sides of the same coin. Now, the big question is, what is that going to do to Xbox itself? Where's that going to leave Xbox? Because if the two are going to be unified and they're going to be the same exact platform, which it looks like they're doing, as time goes on, we see that line between Xbox and Windows gaming just blurring more and more and more, especially if they're going to be releasing a customer upgradable version of the Xbox One, which is another possibility that they're talking about. It would essentially be a Windows branded Steam box, which is not terrible. It's not a terrible idea, but it does kind of make me think what's going to happen to the Xbox brand itself. This could be the end of Xbox being a separate entity than Windows PCs. And again, that's not a terrible idea, but it does definitely make me curious what's going to happen. Because the Xbox would really just be a small form factor desktop that you keep next to your television. But then, what's the need of having an Xbox? Why would you have an Xbox and not just a Windows PC? Just a regular tower or whatever form factor you want. But what is the difference between a Windows 10 PC and an Xbox if they continue to blur these? And it does look like they're going to continue to blur them and then unify them once and for all, given they're merging the stores and they're merging all the games. Everything that was Xbox is now going to be Windows, because Xbox One has lost almost every one of its exclusives. That could be a problem for Xbox itself, as far as being a separate entity. And now it could become, as I said, it could be just the gaming arm of Windows. And instead of just being a separate, it could just be part of Windows, the larger thing. Very similar to Microsoft. Excuse me. Very similar to Microsoft Studios. But what do you think? What do you think about Xbox as as a separate brand from Microsoft Windows? Do you think that they are going to become completely one and the same? Or do you think that maybe they will keep some kind of independence from each other? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I'm the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.